All right, Carter Legacy Lands. I am here with Brian Cooper, who is our newest addition to the team. We are super excited to have him here. So, Brian has got a really cool background in land conservation. He's also been involved in some major developments as a project manager of some really cool things, and he can help facilitate all kinds of future planning for landowners, and also I think it's going to be an amazing asset to the land sales and land procurement team. So Brian, tell us a little bit about what you love about land, a little bit of your history there.
So with land, as when I was really young, I did not have a family I didn't come from hunters, sportsmen, but I had the opportunity through a lot of my friends' families. Their dads kind of took me under their wing and took me out. And even at a young age, I couldn't put words to it, but I had this connection to the land when I was out there. And as I started getting older, doing different things, whether it's school, career, what have you, I was always drawn back to the land. And at this point in my life, I'm really focused on what's below the surface. I'm really big into soil conservation. There's a lot of aspects to carbon sequestration and things that we have. But if I were to boil it down to one thing, I think that the earth is the greatest gift God has ever given us.
Amen.
And we have done a great job with free will of messing it up.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity through companies like Carter Legacy Lands to come and give a little bit back to that and honor that gift that God gave us.
Fantastic, very cool. So how did you come to decide to give me a call?
There's a lot of different brokerage houses out there, big ones, small ones, what have you. I've always thrived in areas where it's a smaller boutique, very customer service.
I've never been called small.
Fair enough. But really focused on the landowner, the customer, because they are truly the stewards of the land, and getting to know them, to help them meet their dreams, and hopefully bring a little bit of conservation and different aspects into it. But really, I've always looked at companies that present themselves well, the way the listings are done, just the way the website, things like that, and being right next door to where I live, I saw it, and God kind of just led me that way. I sent out a couple of emails, had a couple lunches, but really felt like I could find a home here at Carter Legacy Lands.
Awesome. Well, we feel the same way, and I appreciate what you say, because we really, truly, jokes aside, we never aim to be the biggest, but we do want to be the best. We want to really execute at another level of quality, and always bring integrity and just a real positive energy into it. And I really do think you're going to be a great fit in the sense of how much you love the land for what it is in God's creation, and what can really be done to steward it in best practices. That's a really cool thing. What would you say is one or two things we should know about you?
There's just so many things that are interesting about me, but really, I've got a passion for music. I love working dogs. I've got a Boykin Spaniel, and I have a beagle. That beagle doesn't hunt. It's actually gun shy, but I think that. The most interesting thing about me, I would say, is my connection to the land and the legacy I'm trying to leave.
Very cool.
It's not necessarily a name on a building, real estate school or what have you, but I want, the end of my life, I want to know that I made a big difference in my legacy, which is land and land conservation.
Very cool. One of the things I really enjoyed about the first interaction I had with Brian is he was talking about the history of land, and Pinewood Studios is what he was involved in. And he was talking about how Pinewood Studios is the current season of the life of that land and its full history. And I thought that was really cool. I think that relatability, you're going to find a lot of connectivity with folks that have legacy properties, have family properties. With what we do, there are situations where a family has had a property for multiple hundreds of years, and there's just been some changes to either the area or the objectives of the family, and then yet we have families that are just now coming into a place of attaining wealth that they can procure something that would just be a dream that they want for multiple legacies, which is really, really cool, especially with his conservation history and capabilities as a specialist there. So I want to welcome you to the team.
Very excited.
Yeah, excited to have you. And y'all, we will be getting Brian out and in front of you, and getting his number out and his email out, so y'all can start getting in touch with him. He definitely wants to be working with buyers and sellers. So he wants to be doing both. And then also folks that have legacy property that they'd like to talk about conservation. He's more than skilled at doing that and procurement of placement of those programs. So I hope everybody has a blessed day. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.